Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday. You guessed it, at 5:45. You see that? 5:45. I'm getting sloppy with the hand signals here. At 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB, guys. Where's my ATB crew at? Let me know in the chat. Guys, Bitcoin is doing some stuff. And if you were in the live stream last night, you guys will know what we saw that was indicating that we could potentially come down. We have broken a bunch of important levels, so we are coming down to some even more important levels. So we're going to be taking a look at these levels. Which levels? Which levels should you be watching right now for some strong support? Or are we going to just bust through all these levels and make these lower lows? I'm going to let you guys know what I think. I'm going to give you the key levels, let you know my general thoughts on Bitcoin. Are we still bullish-ish, or are we going mega bearish to make those lower lows? We're going to take a look at the altcoins. And then, yeah, we're going to take a look at the altcoins. It's going to be a good show, guys. Big shout out to Tony D, who is in the studio in person right now. Shout out to Tony D on the board. I have a TJ. Tony is my TJ, and he's in the house tonight. Hopefully, at some point, we can get him here every single day. But he did bring the fresh bagels, guys. He brought the fresh bagels from New York. I actually should share, Tony, if you could share that video in the Discord so people could check it out of you packing your bags. Guys, it's pretty funny. He had a whole separate pocket for all the bagels. But without further ado, guys, let's say what's up to chat and jump right into the charts because we have some crazy price action happening right now, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Let's say what is up to chat. Shout out to Cow's World. It says, best show is on now. Shout out to Cow's World. I do appreciate the kind comments. I think Bufo on the beat said, hey, Frankie, I hope it's not creepy that I'm listening to you in the shower. Bufo, you listen to me wherever you want. And that is permission to listen to me, whether you're on the toilet, in the shower, in the car, or in the pool. I don't care. But shout out to you, Bufo. Anonymous, as always, the Candle Mafia, the Candle Mafia's funniest member. Shout out to you, Anonymous. Thank you for being here. Mo Money, what is going on? Mo Money, he must be tuning into the Frankie Candles live stream to make Mo of this. I don't know why I'm like this, guys. I don't know why I'm like this, but hey, I'm not changing. Dill Cosby, what is going on with the candle NFTs, candle emojis? If you guys didn't know, emojis were the original NFTs. Adrian, what is going on? Ready for the real pullback? Let's go. We're going to be talking about that. Thank you for being here, Adrian. Ivo Felipe, what is going on? Tyler Durden, Captain Kirk, Crypto Billy, Rob the Crypto Snob, D Petty Crypto, Tony D, and Crypto Anon. I always feel like I forget. I always forget somebody, but if I forgot you today, I will not forget you tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I think I said everybody. But thank you to all the mods. You guys know we have the best mods in the game on YouTube, on crypto YouTube at least. Elite mods. They help me out a ton with the YouTube channel. Show the mods some love in chat. Red Robles, what is going on? Thank you for being here, brother. One Cool GI, welcome back. Unforgettable name as always. Happy to see you here. MC, what is going on? Mark, what is up? A-Train, hope the Mafia is all well. We are doing good, A-Train. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. Part-time Chemist, what is going on? He says, hey, yo. Andu, what is going on? BTC bounces at 1,900 and ETH triple bottom. Let's pump a little. Hey, we're going to take a look at it in just a second. Let's get a couple more Mafia members in here. Shout out to Tony D with the $5 super chat from across the studio. Says, hello, I am here. And he's bringing the bagels, guys. Always bringing the bagels. Anonymous, thank you so much for that super chat. Anonymous says, show ETH. I will show ETH. Ha, take that, Anonymous. I don't know how we started this whole show ETH thing, but it cracks me up every time. Show ETH. Shout out to Delta One. Thank you for being here. And then Round Earth, what is up? Cody, what is up? Wolfman, oh no, that's not Wolfman Ate My Coins. Shout out to you, but shout out also to Wolf of Crypto. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Round Earth and I am J Dean. Yo, Frankie, why we dumping? Hey, could have been that 4-hour bearish divergence that we saw yesterday as we were coming up to key resistance with money flow coming out on the lower time frames, as well as an 8-hour red dot with the 30-minute money flow coming out. Maybe it's some of those things, or maybe it's the CPI data. Kind of weird how those technicals line up with the news. But we're going to dive into it right now, guys. Let me actually just clear up here. I got my personal email open. You guys don't want to see that. It's a bunch of boring business stuff. No one really cares about that. Get rid of this. Bang, boom, quit that. Open this. Okay, bada boom. We are good to go, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the charts. No calf cam today, guys. No calf cam. If you guys did not see the calf cam yesterday, you could check me out on Instagram at Frankie_candles. We had the calf cam on yesterday. We did the calf reveal. It was live in studio on stream. We revealed those calves. I'll let you guys know what we were dealing with over here. I told you, guys, we got the calves over here. We got the pumps. We got the calves. We got the candles. We got the bagels. We got everything over here. But yeah, check out my Instagram if you guys want to see the calf cam in action. Let me actually get rid of this indicator. This is just something I was playing around with before. But guys, here we are. Bitcoin coming in at $20,100 as we dump. And when I was making this title, guys, before we jump into the full analysis, I will as I was making this title, this was one of our key levels of support that we were looking at. Just wanted to show that this, it looks like we are coming pretty close to this. Wicked almost down perfectly to it, but coming on over to the daily chart. Actually, I want to start a little bit higher up here, just to touch on some things. Weekly green dot with that weekly trigger wave right here is still in play. We have not lost the green dot. Trigger wave still intact. So that is a good sign, right? Moving on down to the 6-day, we are still printing that 6-day green dot. Because if you guys remember, the vibe of yesterday's stream was basically we had a lot of bullish things popping up on the higher time frames, but we did see that 4-hour bearish divergence with money flow starting to come out. So we were expecting a pullback, which obviously we did get today based off that CPI data. But I got a comment. I was just looking through some old stuff. I think this was on a very old video, but I did want to clear things up. Or maybe it was on yesterday's stream. I don't remember what it was, but somebody said Frankie 5 days ago bullish. Frankie today bearish. What the heck is going on? I just want to clear something up. If I am bullish today or bearish today, I can and will flip that by tomorrow. We get new information on the charts every single day. And granted, I am bullish, long term. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, I do think there's a potential possibility that we put the bottom in for this bear market at 17.5 possibility. But I am generally bullish on crypto, right? I work in crypto full time. I am bullish on crypto long term. I'm bullish on Bitcoin, bullish on Ethereum, bullish on all of crypto. But when we're talking about trading, if you come into the live stream, you need to make sure you have the context, right? Because I might be bearish. Like yesterday, I was bearish on the 4-hour expecting a pullback, right? But that doesn't mean that I was negating the green dots on the higher time frames and I'm completely bearish. So if you're new to the space, which I think maybe that person was, maybe not, I don't know. But we will flip bearish and bullish constantly, right? I'm not just going to tell you it's going up or just tell you it's going down. We flip back and forth. Basically every single day, right? Because we are a trading channel. We trade whether the price is going up or down. We're able to profit in either direction. So if we're bearish today, we could totally be bullish tomorrow. It doesn't mean we're flip-flopping. Oh, I guess we are flip-flopping, but that's okay because we are trading crypto, and you need to be able to flip-flop from day to day depending on the new information you get, right? We have the green weekly dot we have the weekly green dot, right, which is bullish, but tomorrow we could get a massive dump that could unprint, right? We can have that disappear. We can have all the other bullish signals disappear. So that's why I do these streams every single day, because we're a trading channel. We flip bullish and bearish very often. But the new people seem to be very confused by that. And I don't really blame you, but I just wanted to clear that up, guys. So yeah. Anyway, 6-day, printing that green dot, and we do have that trigger wave there as well. Also looking pretty good. The fact that we have not lost this green dot, especially with the correction we're getting today, is a good sign. 5-day, still got the green dot on the 5-day with the trigger wave looking pretty good. 4-day, yeah, and I can see how this could be confusing. It's like, okay, we're dumping, but he's saying everything's looking good. So, yeah, you're just going to have to stick around a little bit and kind of get your sea legs on here. But green dot still on the 4-day. That is looking good as well. We do have the confirmed green dot on the 3-day, but your VWAP is starting to round off. So those higher daily time frame, all the way from the weekly all the way down to that 4-day, are still printing those green dots. We have not lost them, so that is definitely a good sign. Looking at the 2-day now starting to roll over here with the VWAP. However, the main case here is going to be the money flow. The money flow is actually looking pretty good. Obviously, it could get rejected, so you want to watch out for that. VWAP coming down, so you might get pulled a little bit deeper into the red here, but generally you are coming up, right? The ebbs and the flows of the market. You come up and down, and then you come up here, and then that VWAP could come down and potentially drag money flow out a little bit, but eventually would look to cross over sometime soon here. So VWAP coming down could indicate a short-term pullback or some short-term bearish price action, but that money flow generally coming up has got me feeling pretty good. Now, moving on to the daily. Obviously, just like yesterday, we do have that VWAP starting to continue to roll over here. So once we print that red dot on the daily, I would expect, some potentially some more bearish price action on Bitcoin. Your 16-hour red dot confirmed. Obviously, we got a move down. 12-hour printing your red dot here as well. That is more on the bearish side. So those higher daily time frames are printing those green dots. However, as you guys know, We wanna remember that stuff on the higher time frames, but the lower time frames can ebb and flow, right? We can get little pumps, we can get little dumps on the lower time frames, even if we have bullish things on the higher time frames, right? Like the 6-day, the 5-day, the 4-day, stuff like that. We could still see a dump, right? You could see this big dump did not invalidate those signals. So the lower term time frames you want to think of as noise. The market's going to go up and down, right? But generally, you want to remember that you want to put weight on those higher time frames, especially when they have the number one, they have the anchor and the trigger wave, which is very and just to point that out, you have the anchor and the trigger wave right here. If you don't know what we're talking about, this is an anchor wave, right? And then you have a nice little trigger wave. Typically, this indicates that momentum is coming to the upside. So you want to remember, you want to put weight on that. That is, that weighs pretty heavy, especially if it confirms, and we're not worried about these dumps on the lower time frames. But guys, I want to dig in here and kind of talk about how we were able to see this coming. Because if you were in the stream last night, you guys will know that we were looking at this for a potential short. I got stopped out in profit on my short, but we were looking at this level for a potential big move down. And this is how we saw it, right? Let me turn off this VP VR right here. And there we go. Okay, so basically what happened here, right? On yesterday's stream, I should have clipped it so I could just play it for you guys so you guys can just see what we were talking about. But there are some important things here, right? Number one, we were looking at that 4-hour time frame, and you can see that we had price making higher highs like that, right? And you had the momentum waves making lower lows, boom, boom, bearish divergence on the 4-hour. Typically, these are very strong. This is what we were talking about yesterday. These bearish divergences on the 4-hour typically play out in a pretty big way. So there's your bearish puzzle piece, number one. This is the first reason why I was expecting a move down last night, as we were talking about on the stream. And then obviously, we are exiting out of the value area. Obviously, we got above the value area high, so we came out of our value area. And you guys know that if you are not bringing new volume in on your volume profile and you come out of the value area, it is more likely that you get sucked towards your POC. And now I've been harping on these volume profiles so much lately that I think this might be clicking today, might be the day that a lot of it clicks, because we talked about it yesterday and now we're seeing it play out exactly as we thought. So hopefully this gets it to click. I also did a pre-record today. I did a pre-record today on volume profiles. I've done videos in the past, but I kind of wanted to make an updated version. And I want it to be the start of our volume profile series, right? So we're going to go over the VPVR, the fixed range volume profile, session volume. We're going to go over the different types of volume profiles, the different shapes of volume profiles, how to trade each one, because it gets pretty in-depth. So stay tuned for that. First video probably coming out at some point, probably next week. But 4-hour bearish divergence, we are exiting the value area high, already expecting to, if you don't hold the value area high as support, you expect to break down. So 4-hour bearish divergence, you're out of the value area. Not only that, but so also your value area high is pretty strong resistance. But not only that, guys, as you know from yesterday's stream, we also had a local golden pocket coming up right here, which would also act as strong resistance. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough to get you in or give you the confidence to realize that price was probably going to come down here, you could turn on your beautiful spider lines and you can see right here. I'll change it to white just so it stands out a little bit more. But you could see here, I guess that didn't really help. We came up to that spider line. So you're out of the value area, expecting to get sucked back in towards that POC, which again, we are approaching right now. So literally, this is a commercial for the VPVR or fixed range volume profiles, guys. This is a commercial for volume profiles. I don't get any kickback for this. You can use volume profiles on TradingView. I can't even have, they just work. That's why I'm talking about them. So 4-hour bearish divergence, you're coming up to that local golden pocket, plus you have the spider line there, and you're out of the value area. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, you also had money flow coming out on the lower time frames. And this was just some of the things that popped out to me, which was making me call for a possible correction today. And as you can see, we are now, you can't make it up, guys. You can't make it up. We broke back. Oh, whoops. We broke back through this value area high. And where are we targeting? We know once you're back below that value area high, and you come back in here, it is likely that you come back to visit the point of control, which is coming in right here at about 19,771, and you came right down almost perfectly to that level, and we could still potentially come down and actually touch it, but you can see we broke right through this level, bearish retest, and now we're coming towards that POC. So if you guys were watching the stream yesterday and you've been tuning into this show for the past 2 weeks, you would have been able to see this with or without my assistance, because we called the bearish divergence with all this plethora of resistance, talked about the volume profile and how we would be expecting price to come in closer towards that POC, and it's exactly what happened. And I hope some of you guys were able to see. Bless said, can you please call numbers some of us just can't see? Yes, your value area high that we broke through was at about 21,922, and we were expecting it to come down towards the POC at about 19,771, and price right now is at 20,119. Yeah, so that is how we saw it coming, guys. Hopefully, some of you guys were in that stream last night, able to see that information and make some use of it. But now, where are we going? What is happening right now? What are the charts telling us currently? Are we going to get a bounce? Are we going to continue to fall? That's what everybody wants to know, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So not only are we coming down to that point of control, but also we are coming down to a spider line. Let me turn those on real quick. You could see we have some confluence here at that point of control. Not only are we at that point of control, but obviously you do have that spider line for a little bit of confluence. So if you lose that POC, hopefully you can get a nice reaction off of that spider line for a potential move to the upside. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our other time frames here. So 4 hour right now, VWAP is starting to round off, showing that we could be finding a temporary bottom here. You could see the VWAP rounding off. Now, your money flow is curving out, but you could see that come back up potentially. But that VWAP rounding off is making it look like we could be finding a potential short-term bottom, kind of signaling that that big dump might be coming to an end, or the bearish divergence playing out could be coming to an end. Now, moving on here, going over to the 2 hour, guys. Also, you did have a blood diamond forming on the 2 hour, which could have given you that just that little bit of extra confidence. It's just another thing that was pointing to the downside. On top of those things I just mentioned, you also had the confirmation of that blood diamond, which can add as a beautiful cherry on top. No pun intended. It kind of does look like a cherry on top, but you have all those areas of confluence or all those confirmations, and then you're still feeling a little iffy about it. You go to the 2 hour, you're like, okay, it's a blood diamond on the 2 hour. This has got to go down, right? So just another reason you could have expected that to come down as well. Money flow coming out on the 2 hour, but your VWAP is starting to come up. Let's check these lower time frames. Obviously, you do have your, let me make this a little bit bigger. Money flow looks, getting a little bit of a bullish divergence here as you come down to that point of control. You didn't exactly come down to touch it, but you are pulling a bullish divergence here, printing a bullish divergence here on the 12-minute, 15-minute as well. Definitely have a bullish divergence. So we could potentially see a little bounce up. Hopefully, we don't just come up and bearishly retest to come back down to actually test that point of control or this spider line. But we are starting to get some bull divs on the lower time frames, and money flow is looking like it could be starting to round off here. Your 30-minute is you do have your 30-minute money flow coming back up, as well as a 30-minute bull div printing as well. You do have some yellow X's there, so just be careful. As you guys know, those yellow X's can tend to push you through. You might see a bull div, and if you got those yellow X's, you might want to, I would be very cautious with these bullish divergences, especially on the 15 and the 12-minute. You do have that first yellow X on the 15-minute. So if you start, this could bring you down more, and if you print another yellow X, it could push you right through. So, may not see that bullish divergence play out as well. I'm just always a little bit, I'm a little extra careful when you have a yellow X, even when you're getting a bullish divergence. But with the way the 4 hour works, it does seem like we could see this dump start to slow down. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 1 hour. And again, guys, money flow on the 1 hour about to cross over into the red. However, However, we are getting a double green dot again, and you are starting to print a double green dot, kind of showing that we could be coming to a little bit of an end for this dump, right? We came down a decent bit. We are about to get some sort of relief. Nothing goes down in a straight line. Not saying you can't go lower, but typically, when you have that 4-hour VWAP starting to round off, it's looking like, momentum, or not momentum, but it's just looking like this bearish momentum might actually slow down. And then as you go down the lower time frames, your 3 hours coming up as well, 2 hour coming up as well, and then your 1 hour printing that double green dot. And not only that, you do have those bullish divergences on the lower time frames. So those are a recipe for at least some sort of slowdown on this dump, right? So this has been a pretty aggressive dump. But this just goes to show how interesting it is, guys, that you can see we were not, obviously I told you guys, be careful of the CPI numbers coming out today because things can get volatile, right? So set your stop losses. Just realize that, things can get pretty crazy when you have, information like this or news like this come out. But we were already set up to come down on the technicals. All we needed was that little CPI data to come out, and then that was the catalyst to bring us down. But we saw it before the news. We saw it before that news came out. So we saw, coming up to key resistance, bearish divergences. We were expecting it to come down, and then, magically the numbers came out, and then we dumped. So it's just very interesting how you're able to see this stuff happen before the news. It's just like, how does this stuff work? Where is the crystal ball? Shout out to MailFit. Hopefully I said that right. It says, where's the crystal ball? I'm not at liberty to discuss where we keep our crystal ball. Right now it is locked up in a safe room that you don't even try to get in it because you can't. Ken, I'm not at liberty to say where our crystal ball is, but shout out to you. I appreciate you for being in here. Let's see. Thomas says, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Take profit while you can. Thomas, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and pin that comment because I think people need to hear that. Pigs get slaughtered, guys. When you're in profit, make sure you take profit. Profit is profit. We don't care if it's a lot or it's a little. All right, let's see. Waiting to long BTC at 14K. Let's go. Okay, so on that note, guys, let's just go ahead. And before I actually touch on that, I do want to go ahead and take a look at the DXY, because if you guys remember from yesterday, not only, by the way, shout out to Tony D. These are probably going to be really good clips. But not only were we expecting Bitcoin to come down today off that 4-hour bearish divergence, as well as all that other stuff that we were seeing, but we were mentioning that you want to be careful with the longs, right? You want to be careful with the longs on Bitcoin just for the sole fact that the DXY was coming to the bottom of its channel here, and we were likely going to find some support at the bottom of this channel and potentially get a bounce up, which we were talking about. Maybe that's where you see Bitcoin come down, and then eventually, you get the DXY to make that little bounce, Bitcoin cools off, and then eventually the DXY works its way down for Bitcoin to potentially continue its pump after the correction, which is obviously we'll have to wait to see if Bitcoin pumps again, right? If those green dots on the higher time frames, which still are in play, which is looking pretty good. MC says you're all pigs. Let's go. Shout out to MC. But we'll obviously have to wait to see if Bitcoin gets that bounce. But if Bitcoin gets that bounce, we will have called that perfectly. But this is the importance of looking at other things other than the crypto charts, guys. Obviously, you guys know we like to take a look at the SPY, the traditional markets, the 10-year yield, the DXY. These are the things that give us the three-dimensional view into the market, right? We're not just looking at the Bitcoin chart. We're not just looking at ETH. We're looking at all these other things, the stock market, because these all can give us a clue to what's going to happen as well as the crypto charts, right? So we had the bearish divergences. We were also coming up to key resistance on Bitcoin, right? We were also coming up to key resistance on the SPY, which I showed you guys yesterday on the stream. We were obviously coming right up to this key resistance, expecting a potential rejection. So the writing was on the wall there. And then again, right back to the DXY, we were expecting a potential bounce at support because we knew if the DXY moved down here to the bottom of its channel, it would be likely that we would at least get a short-term bounce. Now, whether the DXY is going to moon and Bitcoin's going to dump down to 12 to 14 14K is a whole nother story. But we're able to call these moves just because we check all these different things, right? We're looking at the DXY, we're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at the SPY, we're looking at the 10-year yield. So just another way we were able to see this coming before it happened. And I always bring this stuff up, guys, because I want you guys to be out. I want you guys to be able to see this stuff as well, right? Again, my goal on this channel is not to gatekeep all my secrets. It's to share them with you. My goal is to have chat tell me what's on the charts. And I'm like, dang, you guys are getting better than me. That's my goal. I want to help you guys make money. I don't want to, hoard all of my secrets to farm all these views. And, I am here for the people. I want to teach you. I want to spoon feed you stuff, but I don't want to do it for you. That's why we don't do signals in our Discord. I would way rather give you the setups and have you learn on your own, so you eventually don't need to rely on somebody, whether it's me or another YouTuber or another Discord or another person that you know, another trader, whatever it is. My goal is to teach you how to fish. Learn how to fish. Don't take handouts. Learn how to fish for yourself. But I mean, we are spoon feeding it to you, so we do make it pretty dang easy. But especially if you're trying to make some of this, guys. But now it's just money all over my desk. Anyway, also. I know we've been speaking recently about how, a lot of people think that you can have bullish or bearish divergences on the DXY, and I do kind of get where they come from. I've heard it a million times, but I just want to show you the reason I don't really give that much weight is if you look here, we have lower lows here. I mean, just in short, you have a bullish divergence here. It played out, right? So I get what people are saying. They say there's no bearish divergence or bullish divergence. You can't have that on an index, but they play out, right? So I don't really care, in my own personal opinion. I don't care if there's like some technicality against this. If they play out, they play out. So there you go. I just wanted to show you that little bullish divergence. Another way you could have expected this to bounce up. Now, again, just a real quick peek at the SPY, guys, and then we're going to move on to ETH and the altcoins. But again, came up here yesterday at critical resistance, very, very strong resistance. We have these two horizontal levels on top of a local golden pocket right above that. And, you did have the red dot on the 2-hour, and we also have a 4-hour red dot as well, but we got that harsh rejection, just another thing we were looking for. And we are now starting to revisit that level that we were talking about yesterday that we got the bounce off of that we were waiting for. We were waiting for price to come down here for a bounce up, and now we are basically just round-tripped, eating up all the gains on the SPY, right? We got a bounce here for about 6%, and now we are currently down, wicked down about 5%. So we've almost swallowed up this entire bounce, which is pretty bearish. Money flow coming out on the 4-hour, 2-hour money flow kind of coming back out there. So just another thing that we were able to see to predict this move. Let's see. People just want to be right and try to clown people in the process. Taylor, that's my thing too. I was actually just talking to somebody in the office today, and it's like, I just feel like, and granted, don't get me wrong, guys, there are a lot of good people out there, but you get into some of these trading groups and stuff, everybody just wants to be right. I called this. And the reason I go over this stuff and show you guys how we were able to predict this is simply to teach you. I don't care that I was right. You guys know that, right? I don't care about calling the bottom. I don't care if I'm the guy that called the exact bottom. If I am, cool. That's great. Sure, it's fun. I'm happy about it. But if I'm not the guy that called the exact bottom, I don't care. Like, let the other guy. It doesn't bother me. I don't really care about being right. What I care about, my main focus, to be 100% honest with you guys, is to help you guys learn. I measure my success off of your success, not how if I called the bottom to $1. But I like to run over this because I don't just, sit here and go, I'm feeling bearish, so I think we're coming down. I go off of technical things and I point them out individually to you guys so you can see them as well. It's not about being right or trying to call the bottom or trying to call, whatever it is. It's just not about that. It's about helping the community. And I can't stress that enough. Somebody said Carl was calling for 70K. And that's the thing. We have fun, right? We were talking about, if we get a continued move up, some of the higher targets that we would be looking at. But it's not, that's why I never talk about, guys, price is going here 100%, because I've been doing this for a while now, and I understand that there's no guarantees, especially in a market, especially in crypto, right? And any experienced trader will tell you that, right? You watch any experienced trader, they're going to tell you, if price goes up, this is my plan. If price goes down, this is my plan. It's not about guessing if it's going to go up or down and then being right or wrong. It's about expecting both of them. Maybe you lean bullish or you lean bearish, right? I'm leaning a little bullish or I'm leaning a little bearish, but you're prepared in either direction. And then people think you're flip-flopping, but that's just not the case. That's how it works. So welcome to crypto. But yeah, it's not always about being right. Everybody should want BTC to go down. Okay, almost got me there. Shout out to MC. Wow, you got some zingers today. Let's go. Let's see. Como se comas. Welcome back. I need you to come in the Discord more and BS with you. Oh, I need to come into the Discord. Yeah, shout out. Come in there. Como se comas. Yeah, we've been having a good time in that Discord. Crypto Sasquatch, welcome back, brother. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we're keeping it real, guys. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're keeping it real. I'm here for you guys. I don't really. No ego over here. Well, maybe, but not really. I don't know. Anyway, so moving on here, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look. Actually, let's just go over some levels on Bitcoin, and then we will look at Ethereum. I'm going to come over to the 15-minute chart, which obviously we are printing a yellow X. And there you go. We did print another green candle here. Obviously, bullish divergence is now confirmed with your money flow starting to roll back up. So could see a little bounce here. However, maybe it's one of these before another yellow X that dumps you right down to the POC or this spider line. But with that being said, the levels that I am watching right now are going to be the POC right here at about 19,771. That is our point of control. This is the level that I am looking to hold. If we can hold this point of control and we can get a strong, maybe we dip a little lower, right? And we hold that spider line and we get a strong move to the upside, I would start to feel pretty bullish. And then potentially we could, continue this move higher, right? We also have the higher time frames, higher daily time frames, showing bullish signals, indicating that maybe if we can get this to wrap up, or get this dump to wrap up, we can hold that POC and start moving up. We can get those higher time frames to play out and get a continued bullish move for Bitcoin, but it's too soon to tell. We need to see if we can hold that point of control. However, let's pull up our VPVR and see where the volume is at. Zoom in here, extend that, bada boom, push this button, push that button, bing bong. Okay, yeah, so looking to get a bounce off of this POC, and then no huge volume gaps, really. I just wanted to check to see if we could get any quick moves up. However, those are the levels, guys. The POC at about 19,771 and that spider line in the same general direction, or same general area, is going to be the next major level I am looking at. And then to the upside, we do have this level here, which was really a price target, which we just bearishly retested with the confirmation of that yellow X. Again, I talk about this all the time. You a lot of times will lose a level, bearishly retest, and then get the confirmation of that yellow X before getting a move down, which has happened perfectly right there. But to the downside, again, I feel like I'm just repeating myself. 19,771 to the downside. If we lose that point of control, this is where I start to get even more bearish. Maybe we bearishly retest. Once we're below that POC decisively, I am expecting to come back down towards that infamous value area low coming in at 18,825. But if we and then if we can hold that POC, find support, get a bounce, hold over that target number 2, I would be targeting the value area high at about 21,922. So guys, this is why I love the volume profiles, because you have your key levels, they remain the same, and price continues to react off of them, and you're able to make these predictions solely based off of that single profile that we pulled from forever ago. We got these levels from that volume profile forever ago, and they've still been trusty. We've been able to call almost every single dump and pump almost to the level just based off the volume profiles. So please, for the love of God, guys, volume profiles. But there's some local levels you can watch, again, with the bullish divergences on the lower time frames, as well as your 1 hour double green dot VWAP crossing over the 0 line. I think we could get somewhat of a bounce, but in general, money flow coming out on that 1 hour, money flow coming out on the 2 hour. So with the money flow, it's got me feeling a little bit bearish. 45-minute money flow and yellow X money flow coming out. So yeah, and 4 hour money flow coming out. So I'd like to see that money flow come back up to start feeling bullish. But it does look like we are likely to get some kind of relief off these bullish divergences, as well as the VWAPs rolling over on some of these hourly time frames, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 hour starting to roll over. Okay, so moving on to Ethereum, guys, I do want to go ahead and take a look. I just want to take a look at some of these hourly time frames. Yeah, boom, right here. I saw somebody shout it out in chat. Let's see. Smash. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, we only have 237 likes. Guys, smash that like button if you guys want to spin the wheel of pain and pleasure at the end of the stream for your chance to win some free NFTs. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on that wheel. And every spin has 2 chances for a giveaway. I don't know what our giveaways are up to yet, but I think it's a few NFTs so far. We'll probably have like 20 by the end of the week. But smash that like button. Again, every 100 likes is an extra spin on the wheel. Every spin, more giveaways, more free stuff for the people like a Ledger Nano S Plus. But back to the charts, guys. You can see here, same deal. Volume profiles, right? Volume profiles. You can see you're getting support at the value area low, double bottom here. Boom. You come right up to the POC. What a shocker. POC, find that support. Boom. Now where are you expecting price to go? The value area high. Correct. Boom. Come right to the value area high. Now we left the value area, but we're not bringing any volume in on the volume profile. Where are we expecting to go? We're expecting to come back into the value area, bearishly retest with the confirmation of a blood diamond. I didn't plan that. I didn't know that confirmation was going to be there. But you get the bearish retest of that value area high, confirmation of that blood diamond, and now we've broken down where are we expecting to go. Look at that, right to the POC. We've broken the POC, bearish retest. Now we're stuck below the POC, showing the bears are in control. Where are we expecting to go now? Right to the value area low, or not necessarily right to it, but we are expecting to eventually visit that value area low just because we're below that POC. Now, little conflicting information here. That 1 hour bullish divergence on ETH, you have your, I don't know how strong this is, to be 100% honest with you. I saw somebody shout this out in chat. Let's see. Oh, no, never mind. That is very valid. Sorry. Yes, very valid. But you have your lower lows on price, your higher lows on your market cipher B. So this would indicate a move to the upside. However, with these 2 bearish retests of the point of control has got me feeling pretty bearish. And if you look at market cipher B, you can see, not confirmed, but this VWAP is just rolling right back over. So you get the green dot. It is looking like it is going to roll right back over to print another red dot and invalidate that bullish divergence. But not quite yet. You still have 32 minutes for that to develop. But generally feeling a little bearish here with those retests of the POC. Right now, just based off the volume profile, if we don't get that bullish divergence, if that bullish divergence gets invalidated, I do think it is, it would be technically more likely for us to come down and revisit that value area low at about $1,500. But let's go all the way, starting off on the daily. Let me get rid of these lines. The daily, there you go. See? ETH leading Bitcoin once again, guys. I think it's safe to say that Ethereum is the market leader. It has been for a while. It leads Bitcoin and the bearish and the bullish signals. You are now printing a red dot on Ethereum on the daily time frame, which would indicate a move to the downside. And if you don't believe me, you could just back test this, right? Here's a red dot. Our last red dot right here brought us down, about 14%. The one before that brought us down about about 23%. This one right here, some of them play out worse than others, but this one right here brings you down about 7%. So, this is likely to give us some downside. Money flow starting to curve off towards that, starting to curve out as well. So this has got me feeling a little bit bearish. Your 16-hour confirmed red dot is playing out. Money flow crossover on the 16-hour as well. 12-hour money flow crossover into the red would be more bearish. And then your 8-hour is starting to come towards that zero line. Your VWAP is deep below the zero line. You might be looking to print a little trigger wave here coming up soon. Jumping over to the 4-hour. 4-hour is super, super oversold, guys. Again, it is feeling a little more bearish with the daily red dot, right? And some of the other stuff, the bearishly retesting that point of control has got me feeling bearish, but you have to understand nothing goes down in a straight line. The 4-hour is very oversold. It might not be the best time to just FOMO into a short here because this is basically showing the fact that this momentum wave is all the way below the -60 line. It is very similar to, you could basically consider that oversold, right? So you would way rather short when your momentum waves are above the zero line and even, the zero line being this middle line. And even more so, if you are coming up to the +60 line right here, that is considered overbought, and that would be a much better level to short. And just because I see it right now, very similar to Bitcoin, you had your 4-hour bearish divergence here as well, with your high and your lower high on market cipher B and your high and your higher high on price, creating that alligator mouth, which we know typically dumps out those purple candles. And that is exactly what happened. And you were coming out of the value area here at that key resistance of that value area high. And I would even take a guess here. I do not know this for a fact, but I would assume there's probably a local golden pocket there as well. And there it is, right? Local golden pocket as well. So you get out of the value area, but you had that local golden pocket just waiting. Just come on, come up here, come up here. Boom, came up, and then you just get slammed back to the downside. And then back into that value area, in which case, once that happens, once you get into that value area, boom, you're expecting the POC, and you come right down. So right now, I would say for Ethereum with the red dot on the daily time frame, and then your money flow coming out on your 4-hour, money flow coming out on the 2-hour, and that 1 hour deep in the red, and you're below the POC, I would lean a little bearish. But please understand, because you're so oversold, I am leaning a little bearish on Ethereum in the short term. However, in the short term, it wouldn't be unlikely to get at least a little bit of a bounce here, or a little bit of relief, just because you're so oversold on the 4-hour, the 3-hour, and your 2 hours giving you that double green dot, just indicating, right? Like, we're way oversold here, right? It might be time to maybe come up on the 2-hour chart. Maybe your 2-hour candles come down, you get a little bounce off here, and then you bearishly retest, and you come back down to your value area low. Shout out to Crypto Billy for the super chat. Says Tony D and Frankie together, we can feel it. LFG. Tony D absolutely giving us that. It's giving me that energy, right? And Tony D did come with that very expensive sparkling water from New York. You know what I'm saying? That sparkling water was for Andrew Tate, guys, because if you don't drink sparkling water, you're a wuss. I don't know, guys. I don't know why I'm like this. But George Marin, what is going on, man? Thank you for the super chat. He says, hey, brother, thank you for everything you do. Can you please at your Ethereum Classic? I think he meant look at Ethereum Classic, but don't worry, George. I will look at Ethereum Classic. No need for another super chat to correct the typo. I'm just joking. I'm just messing around. Yes, we will check Ethereum Classic for you here coming up very, very soon. But I do just want to run over a few more things. But first, let's go ahead and check chat, guys. We've got 900 people in the chat right now, or in the stream. If you're new to the channel, guys, welcome to the Frankie Candles YouTube channel, where I show you how to make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down, so you can make some of this, whether we're in a bull market or a bear market. I know a lot of you guys probably wonder, oh my God, why does he have so much cash? How is this guy just fanning out thousands of dollars? Guys, it's because it's fake. I know there's probably shout out to whoever's wondering that. I know I know a lot of people are probably wondering that. Like, I wonder if that's real money. It's not. It could be real money, but it's not. Why I throw this money on the floor? Why would I throw real money on the floor? I'm just kidding, guys. It's real. Now you'll never know. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But anyway. Frankie, will you be checking out ADA? Jordan, I will check out ADA and Ethereum Classic just because I like you guys right now. But Ethereum Classic because George sent the super chat, right? So he's money talks, guys. Money talks. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was not. Don't super chat if you want. Sure, if you want to try to super chat to show an altcoin, that's fine. I'm just saying. It doesn't mean that we will guarantee to look at it, just because then everyone would send like $1 super chat and we would be here till 2 a.m. But if you send the super chat, it does stand out, and maybe I would be a little more inclined. But that is not me telling you to super chat for your alts. We take them from the regular chat just as much. But Ethereum Classic, let's go ahead and take a look at ETC Crypto. Bada boom. Here we go. KuCoin Tether. Bang. Okay. DXY is going to 120. Nino, I hope so. I really do hope so. Let's see. Lol, fooled me. Mr. Cavi McMoneybags. Yeah, now you guys will never know if it's real money. Sure looks real. Sure smells real. Sure feels real. I don't know. So Tony D just said if we hit 700 likes, he will add another ledger to our giveaway this week. So 700 likes. Today we are going for 750 likes. If we hit 750 likes, I will, Tony will add a ledger, and I will add 3 of these bills, And then whoever wins the giveaway will know if they're real or not. Who knows? I'm just kidding, guys. I'll add something. Maybe a hat. But let's get IRS. We want our gains. Frankie, it's fake gains. Yes, guys, this is all fake money. By the way, any trading that I do on this channel is all paper money. It's not real trading, guys. Yeah, it's all fake, guys. It's all fake. It's all fugazi. Anyway, let's see. The DXY pullback is going to slap. Frankie, what the heck happened to Bitcoin? Why most other crypto didn't fall so much? I think the answer would help a lot of people. We could try to go over that in just a second. Shout out to Rick and Morty. Rick I Morty. Let's go. Anyway, taking a look at ETC here, kicking off the altcoin analysis. I am sweating right now, guys. I am hot. It is hot in the studio. A steamy 216 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, just a absolute heat bath. Okay, so let me go ahead and remove all of our drawings. Let's go ahead to the daily time frame. Red dot on the daily, similar to Ethereum. 12-hour, 16-hour. I'm just going to go through and see if we can get anything out of this. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, 4-hour, very similar to Bitcoin and the rest of everything else. Money flow coming out on the 4-hour, which has me generally feeling pretty bearish. However, VWAP is rolling over, indicating we could get a short-term bounce. Coming over to the 2-hour. Let's see. Okay, 2-hour confirmed double green dot, looking to get invalidated by this red candle here. But you do have a confirmed double green dot here. Again, could be slowing down here. The dump might be not coming to an end, but maybe just cooling off. Tony is cracking up at chat. I could only imagine what you guys are saying. Oh, yes, guys, if you guys are wondering where Ben, a.k.a. BitBoy, is, Ben is actually bear hunting. He was sick of the bear market, and he literally went to Alaska to go on a bear hunt for 2 weeks to take out all the bears. I am not kidding. He's literally in Alaska bear hunting in the middle of nowhere with no phone service. We haven't talked to him in a week, and he's not coming back till next week. So, yeah, that's where he is. He's literally fighting the bears. But you are looking to print a red dot here on your 1 hour pretty soon. So that would be more bearish, a little bit of mixed signals there with your green dot on the 2-hour and your red dot on the 1 hour. Your 30-minute, let's look at the lower time frames. Could your 12-minute, no bullish divergence, money flow, very indecisive here. I would say, I think you could potentially come down a little bit more. I will say it. Let's go ahead and let's pull some volume. Let's pull some volume here. Let's see. Let's pull up the VPVR. Boom. Okay. Yeah. So just analyzing this, let me move it around a little bit and see what we can get. Boom. Yeah, let's go here. No, let's go. Let me just position this, guys. Bear with me. No pun intended. Boom. Okay. So on Ethereum Classic, you could see we are approaching this value area low again with this 2-hour red dot or 2-hour double green dot. Maybe we get a little bit of a bounce, but again, that 1 hour is about to print a red dot. So I could see something potentially playing out like this, where we potentially could get a short-term bounce to bearishly retest this point of control before coming down finally to this value area low, coming in at about $34. And that POC is coming in at about $36. If he's not taking them down by hand, it's not a fair fight. That would be savage. You just wear bear claws and attack the bears with your hands. That would be absolutely savage. Let's see. I don't miss it. Okay. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got to be careful. I got to start reading them in my head before I read them out loud. ETC, Adam and Eve. Let's see. What time frame are we looking at? Not sure the time frame. Let me hunt for it. Adam and Eve. Oof. Is that it? Is this it? Adam, Eve? Is that what you guys are seeing? Let me know. I don't know. That doesn't look like the cleanest Adam and Eve to me, but I guess it could technically qualify. Not sure if that's what you're talking about, but I think that might be it. But generally, there you go. There's my thoughts on Ethereum Classic. Again, kind of mixed signals there, but generally probably Yeah, generally I would say bearish. If that red dot confirms, I think we would likely see some more downside. Ben the Bear Slayer, let's go, baby. We got to bring the bull market back somehow. And if you guys don't remember, I was on a dude ranch herding cattle and riding bulls. I'm literally not kidding. I didn't ride a bull, but I did herd cattle. But we were at a rodeo with the bulls, so I had to go have a meeting with the bulls while Ben just went to go deal with the bears. Ben went to go, get rid of the bears, and I went to go try to make some friends with some of the bulls and bring them into the market so we could pump this thing. But let's see. Shout out to Joker O Wild. Brilliant channel, Frankie. This time next year, 100K followers. E-gold, please. Joker's Wild. I do appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind comment. Keeps me going. Keeps me going over here. We will take a look at E-gold. Tony, if you could remind me that. I don't want to forget. But I do want to start. Oh, God. You guys are funny. Okay. So give the bears rifles and teach them how to shoot. Then it's a fair fight. Yeah. That would be terrifying. You got to worry about bears shooting you out of the tree. Anyway, guys, if you want to see any altcoin analysis, go ahead and drop that altcoin in chat. The mods will build out a list, and we will start looking at them. And then I just want to make sure that we shout out Eric Ward. I'm going to go ahead and pin your comment, my brother. Shout out to Steph Paris. That was our last pinned comment. I will pin this one because this one's really important. Eric Ward, everybody, if you have not listened to anything on the stream, listen to this. Always remember and never forget. I really love Cone. Anyway, let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these altcoins. And again, for anybody who's just coming in here on Bitcoin, I know it's dumping. You probably just want the quick answer. And the answer is higher time frames are not looking too bad. They are still looking generally bearish. I'm going to go ahead and change this back to what it usually is. Yeah, generally looking bullish on the higher daily timeframes with these bullish signals. However, obviously we are getting this pullback. Let me come to our actual chart. So your higher daily timeframes do have green dots printing, and if confirmed, would be pretty bullish. Levels we're watching on Bitcoin for a potential. We are looking for a short-term bounce, potentially to bearishly retest this level here at 20,423, based off of the bullish divergences on the lower time frames, as well as your 1 hour double green dot, your 2 hour VWAP rolling back to the upside, and your 3 and 4 hour VWAP starting to roll over. Now, this is for a potential short-term relief, right? Because we have money flow coming out, which has us a little more, feeling like we could continue to come down a little bit more. But just with the VWAP rounding off, we could see a little bit of relief. And again, the levels I am watching is a potential bearish retest of 20,423. And I will say this, the fact that we lost 20,500 has got me feeling a little bearish. However, until those higher daily timeframes get those green dots either unprinted or invalidated, I do think we could potentially recover here and continue higher. But once we start losing that POC and we get all the way down to this value area low, this is decision time, guys. So if we go to sleep tonight, and Asia wakes up and they decide that they are just going to dump this all day long and we lose that point of control and come down towards that value area low at about 18,825, this is the last stand. This is a major level of support that we do not want to lose. If we don't get a strong bounce out of here, I would be looking lower to our 786 fib level, which I do not have on the chart right now, but I can pull up very, very quickly. We do have a level right below that value area low, which is your 786 Fibonacci level. Boom, pull it there. And it is basically where we landed and bounced off of when we got that big capitulation down to about 17.5. So if we lose that value area low and we do not get a strong bounce coming back to the 4 hour, if we do not get a strong bounce off this value area low, and we lose this level, this 786 is our last hope before potentially coming down closer towards about $15,000. And more specifically, this would probably just be a short-term stop. This is once we lose that 786 fib level at about 17,669. If we lose that level, this is where I start to really expect a possibility of coming down to that 14 to 12K range that a lot of people are talking about. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at these altcoins, guys. There was a little bit of there was a little bit of sauce for you guys that might have missed the any of that Bitcoin analysis. There was that quick little analysis to give you guys my thoughts. Let's see. I am waiting. Okay. Boom. Let's take a look at ADA. And yeah, guys, actually we'll keep it rolling here. Let's see. Oh no, we don't want that chart. Boom. Let's go KuCoin Tether. Bada boom. Here we go. Coming down to one of our levels here, coming in at about 45 cents. Let me just open up our object tree. If you guys don't know about the object tree in TradingView, if you're new to the charts, object tree is great. It lists all of your drawings. So if you want to delete certain things, you can, or you can turn them on and off. And you can also make folders and organize all your TA and drawings into folders, which makes life very easy. Just a quick little plug there. But guys, on Cardano, looking to come down and retest this 0.459 cent, 45, almost 50 cent level here. Right? Yeah. No, 45. Yeah, almost 46 cents, guys. I don't know why I could not see that. Almost about 46 cents coming down. Looking to potentially test this level. Your 4-hour money flow is coming to the downside, looking for that crossover into the red, which has me feeling bearish, but it doesn't mean we're going to immediately dump. You can see we've already had a pretty big dump down here, about 10 or 11%. And you can see your VWAPs coming up towards that zero line, showing a potential short-term bounce. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Nothing goes down in a straight line, so would be looking. You're also very oversold here on the 4-hour, but money flow generally coming out has got me feeling bearish. Potential short-term bounce. 2-hour, your money flow has crossed over into the red, which has got me feeling bearish, but again, very oversold on the 2-hour with your double green dot, so you potentially could get, you came down, could potentially get that short-term bounce up before potentially continuing lower. Looking at the daily, your daily is printing that red dot again, so, that is another reason why it would be likely that this will be a short-term bounce before that red dot starts to play out and brings us lower. And then lower time frames, your 10-hour, your 10-minute, Frankie is too fast for analysis. That's crazy. I would love to have such Tesla humanoid bot named Frankie to do that all day long in my living room. Shout out to Steph Paris. We do have Frankie Candle's humanoid robots releasing soon in the merch store. They're only $35K, but they will do all your technical analysis and trading for you. So if you guys are interested in that, maybe you guys can put a pre-order in there for the Frankie Candles humanoid robot. I'm not a robot, guys. I swear. Just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Dill Cosby, welcome to the stream. And Flat Smack. Speaking of Flat Smack, guys, Flat Smack that like button and get us up to 750 likes. If we get 750 likes, we're going to be giving away some really cool stuff. And even if we don't hit 750, if you hit that like button, the more likes we get, the more spins on that wheel, more giveaways in general. But if we hit 750, Tony's adding another ledger to the giveaway, and I'm going to go ahead and add maybe something like a hat or maybe a cool NFT, different than the ones that we typically give away. Okay. Let's see, just got in. Like is smashed. Bing bong. FOMO Sapient. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's see. XRP. Frankie a machine. All right. 35K. I'll take 2. You guys are too funny. Okay. So on Cardano, these are my general thoughts here, guys. So daily red dot got me feeling generally bearish. Your 12-minute money flow coming back out. Your 15-minute money flow coming back out. Your 30-minute money flow, generally coming out there. Coming out on the 45-minute, yeah. I looking very similar to other things. A lot of these hourly timeframes are oversold, indicating a potential short-term bounce. But with the daily red dot, it does look like we could come a little bit lower. You guys want to remember that VWAP represents the ebbs and the flows in the market, right? The money flow indicates more of the macro trend, right? When you have the money flow coming out, that's generally more bearish. But if the VWAP is coming up or down, that's just indicating, that could indicate just a little short-term bounce. And you could see that perfectly exemplified here, right? VWAP was coming down here, and you could see that represented by these red candles to the downside. But you could see that we came up. Then the VWAP crossed over so we could get a little correction before moving higher, right? So that's just the VWAP represents the ebbs and the flows of the market. And then the money flow coming up generally was helping us understand that we could come higher. And we are very, very close to making a lower low here. But let's go ahead and I'm going to start a Frankie Candles bot, brother. Let's go. But I'll take 10. Shout out to Anonymous. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So generally, looking very similar to other things. Now, some levels that you can watch is probably what most of you guys are looking for. This level right here, immediate support coming down to the lower time frame, so we can get a better look of where we stand. About 40, almost 46 cents right here to the downside. So this is going to be your immediate support at about 46 cents. And turning on that VPVR, going to come up to the 2 hour, get a little bit more of a zoomed out view. And you can see here, right, again, the 46 cent level right here. That's going to be your immediate support. And if you are able to, get a decent move to the upside, I would say your next general area of resistance is going to be within this purple box, right? And that is coming in at about 49 cents and 52 cents all the way at the top. So maybe we get a short-term bounce to bearishly retest before coming down a little bit lower. But we'll have to see. Again, leaning a little bit generally bearish. Short-term bounce, sure. But that daily red dot will likely come out to play, at least in some form. So just keep that in mind. Mad love from Rallywood. Shout out to Jonathan Slaughter, not Jonathan Schaefer, not to be confused with another CandleMafia member, Jonathan Schaefer. Jonathan Slaughter, welcome to the stream, brother. Thank you for being here. Here's $100. Went right back on my desk. That means I keep it. I'm just kidding. Here's a couple more. Whee! Let's go. We throw money over here, guys. Let's go. Captain's out. Shout out to Captain Kirk. Gotta go to work. Fam, love you all. Captain Kirk, we love you back. Thank you for being here. Always here to help out the CandleMafia. I do appreciate that. But continuing on here with the altcoins, guys. Looking at near protocol. DAR. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. KuCoin Tether. Take a sip of the cactus water here. Thank you very much. Let's see. Smash the likes if you like Colin. Digital pencil, if you have ETH on a wallet, does it get affected by the merge? I don't believe so. Double check that. I don't believe so. Not that I know of. Let's see. Shout out to you guys. You guys are hilarious. Digital Pencil, shout out to you, Steven. That is one of our lead graphic designer here at BitBoy Crypto /Hit Network. Let's see. Ave, I need a ledger. Shout out to Andalusia. I probably totally butchered that. Let's see. Hey, Frankie, first time on your channel. What do I know? When do I know to sell my crypto, and when do I let it keep rising? Gobbler King, shout out to you. That is Digital Pencil, no problem. I appreciate you for being here, bro. I wish I can give you a better answer. Gobbler King, I cannot tell you when to buy or sell your crypto. That is a decision you're going to have to make yourself. There's just a lot to that question. Are these long-term investments? Are these day trades? Are these scalp trades? Are you using leverage? Are these spot trades? I would need a lot more information. But generally, you want to sell when you have your profit. You don't want to watch your portfolio go into profit and go, look how much money I have. Oh my God, it's going to go higher. It's going to go higher. And then it starts going down. And then you go, it'll go back up. And then it goes down more. And you go, it'll go back up. You want to take your profits when you have them. When you look at your portfolio and you're like, oh, wow, it went up a lot. Take some off the table. You don't have to completely exit the position. Take some off the table and let the rest ride. Maybe take your original investment out and let the rest ride, and then it's a risk-free bag or a risk-free trade. But I would need a little more context to actually answer that question accurately. But I hope that helps you out at least in some fashion. I was going to text you, but realized you were streaming. Hey, Digital Pencil, you didn't text me, but you knew where to find me at 5:45 Eastern Standard Time. I'm just kidding. It's got the juice. Buy in the green, sell in the red. Drew, no, that's not what you want to do. It's the opposite of what you want to do. Don't listen to him, Gobbler. But yeah, that's typically what most people do just because of human psychology. But taking a look at near protocol here, um, we are approaching this horizontal level of support that we drew a while ago. And yeah, we are approaching it. We are very oversold on the 2 hour. Looking at the 4 hour, not quite as oversold. So that 4 hour is rolling over. VWAP is rolling over, looking very similar to a lot of other things. 2 hour, very oversold. And we're coming down right to that level. So potentially could get a bounce here. Again, these 1 and 2 hours are conflicting on a lot of these coins. Money flow crossover into the red. Alejandro says, how does the Bitcoin work? I think it's similar to like the internet or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Are we near a bottom? Yes, we are near this level right here, coming in at about $4.40. Could potentially get a decent bounce off of this. However, this has got me worried a little bit. We did get a confirmed double green dot here, but your VWAP is curving off to the downside with money flow coming out. So that is a little bit more bearish, but you are up right against support here. And I am actually going to, let's continue here. 12-minute money flow deep, deep, deep in the red. And you are starting to, so you are getting a bullish divergence here on the 12-minute and the 15-minute. That is very questionable, very questionable. Yeah, and the 15-minute. You are getting a bullish divergence here as you approach this area of support. So it is likely we will get some sort of bounce here. But in my opinion, just based off of the daily red dot printing and that 1 hour red dot, I do think it would likely be a short-term relief before coming lower. So your next level of support you're looking to hold is about $4.40. And then your immediate resistance, an area that you could potentially reject off of, I would go ahead and put a level right here. You do see you have a little spike in volume. Could get that little rejection off of this level before coming down to actually test this level and potentially break lower. But that would be the next level I am looking at. And let's just go ahead and pull a fib. Probably not. I'm not going to pull the fib, actually, just because I have to change the settings. But those are some levels you could watch, and that resistance that I would be looking at will be coming in at about $4.56. Jesse Wilson says, Frankie, I love the channel, but you're yeah. He says my ADD triggers his anxiety. I know we're pretty high energy on this channel, guys. But listen, we talk about charts for 2 hours straight. So if I was sitting here, all right, guys. So key level is coming in at about. Yeah, that's about $4.40. And then could be a short-term bounce up to about this level, about $4.50. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to another altcoin. Let's take a look at Kusama. You have a green dot here on the 15. Imagine 2 hours of that. So yeah, no, I appreciate that. I know. Sometimes the energy gives me anxiety as well. But shout out, who said that? Jesse Wilson, I believe. Shout out to you. I appreciate you liking the channel, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you for the energy giving you that anxiety. But we got to keep it extra entertaining because we're talking about some pretty dry stuff here. But shout out to Jesse Wilson. I do appreciate you. Let's see. Matthew Barnes says, I'm asleep now. Lol, all over. Yeah, no, Jesse, I know. I understand. Sometimes I get up here and I say stuff and I'll be talking really fast, and then sometimes it gets faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. And we look at another coin and another coin, and we look at the levels and we look at the indicators, and then I'm like, whoa. Sometimes I have to take a deep breath because you guys are probably like, what is this guy talking about? So I 100% know what you mean, Jesse. Don't you worry. But let's go ahead and let's see what we got going on. What are we going to look at? Jonathan Schaefer, I see you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, here we go. XRP. Let's take a look at XRP. As you guys know, XRP is one of my biggest holdings. So if anybody is, if anybody wants this to go up, it's me. That's for sure. So everybody buy it. Pump my bags. I'm kidding, guys. We can't move the market. I don't think, unless we have like a mega whale in chat. Oh, and E-Gold too, I was just told. Ryan Mack. Hey, some of the people like the slower chat. He goes, now I can take notes. Yeah, it is good. That's why I like all feedback, guys, because sometimes I question, like, sometimes I get off the stream and I'm like, I don't know if that was a really good stream or a really bad stream. Let's see. Just bought some XRP today. Let's go. Hope E says Frankie slinging that sauce from a fire hose. Let's go. Not even 100% sure what that means, but we are shooting. We should get at the meetup, guys. At our meetup, we will not planned yet, but when we do have a meetup one day, we will be spraying the entire crowd with sauce out of a fire hose. So yeah. Anyway, taking a look here, guys, at XRP on the 15-minute. Let's do a little shorter term analysis before we get into the macro here. We are coming down to a point of control coming in at about 33 cents. Now we are starting to lose this level. I'm actually going to mark these levels out so I can zoom in without these levels moving. You got your POC, your value area low, and your value area high. I don't think I'm drawing these actual levels. I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. Okay, so we got this level. We got the POC. We got the value area high. Let me actually make that a little more accurate. Boom. I'm going to get, okay, so, and then I'm just going to come here real quick and then turn all these off because we just want to see the volume here. So, okay. So we are actually below this point of control. Unfortunately, yeah, came down, bearish retest. Now we are losing this point of control. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Market Cipher A. No yellow X's or blood diamonds down here on the 15-minute. But if we do continue to lose, this point of control, one thing you want to note here is this level right here, or I would say, if you lose this level at about 32, almost 33 cents, if we lose this level, you do have a pretty big volume gap here, guys. Right here, you can see it. So typically, these will call for a pretty quick move down. So if we break this and lose this level, we could get a quick move down to about 32 cents and test this level to the downside. If we get a bounce, if we flip back over the POC and get a move to the upside, we will be targeting, eventually we will expect to get that value area high hit. But if we grab this brush tool and this rectangle tool, I think you probably, you most likely will get caught up in this area. So if you do flip that POC back to support, I would expect to potentially get a move to the upside, maybe get caught up in here before getting a move back up to your value area high. But with that being said, let's go over to the higher time frames. Take a look at what Market Cipher is looking at. There we go. Sometimes you got to wait for TradingView to catch up to you. Come on. God, the ADD ain't that strong. We're faster than TradingView. Okay, boom. There we go. Boom. Get rid of that. Actually, we'll keep that volume profile. So on your daily, you are printing a red dot. I'm not going to spend too much time on this just because this looks so dang similar to a lot of the other coins. 12-hour looking similar to these other coins. Let me just get rid of this drawing here. Bada boom, bada boom. Yeah, 6-hour money flow looking to cross over into the red. Your 5-hour looking to cross over into the red. Your 4-hour money flow coming out, but very similar to a lot of these other coins. 4 hours getting pretty oversold here, and your VWAPs rounding off, showing that you could be slowing down a little bit here on this dump. Find some potential, short-term relief before coming lower. But again, generally bearish here just because if that red dot confirms on the daily, it would be likely that we are going to get a little more downside. So there's a little sauce on XRP. Let's go ahead and move on here. If you know, you know. Let's see. Let's see. Jordan Belfort sold XRP for a living. Jonathan Slaughter, Jordan Belfort. Maybe we'll get Jordan Belfort on the show. Let's see. Frankie gonna spray everyone with his fire hose. Oh no! What did I start here? I created a monster. I'm a whale. I want XRP at lower prices. Nino, dump it, baby, dump it. Let's see. 10,000. Oh, 100,000 XRP is my goal. Lost profit. Let's go. Let's look at VET. Calf Man. Let's go. I think that was on the list, actually. Actually, it wasn't, but someone was calling for this the other night, and I never looked at it. So let's go ahead and look at VeChain. Guys, actually, before we do that, I want to take a look at Gala, guys. Now, yesterday, I will say this. Now, I know this is worth absolutely nothing, but I do just feel the need to say it. Yesterday, I was going to post in the Discord because we were getting this 4-hour blood diamond. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is just so you guys can see this stuff as well, right? Now, I didn't put this in the Discord. Obviously, you guys would have known about it, right? But we were getting this 4-hour blood diamond up here. And I did notice that we were printing, something somewhat of a horn pattern. Some people call them megaphones. It's basically like a descending, broadening wedge or descending, broadening channel, whatever you want to call it. But as we came up to this resistance with the confluence of this horizontal level, we were printing this blood diamond, and I was thinking it looked likely that we would come back down to potentially revisit this level down here at about 4.5 cents. And it played out pretty beautifully, but I didn't post it, guys. I didn't post it. I apologize. But just so you know, I do just like bringing this stuff up, especially when it plays out, because it'll help you guys kind of see stuff as well, right? I was coming up, we were already rejecting off of this horizontal level, and then we have this pattern forming here, and it is likely that we could potentially come back down to the bottom of this range here, coming in at about 4.5 cents. But I just wanted to point that out to you. We do have a lot of blood diamonds. I was looking through the alts yesterday. A lot of the alts do have 4-hour blood diamonds in very similar situations, right? Again, here's another, somewhat of a broadening wedge. Kind of the same deal here, right? You come up to the resistance, and then you print the 4-hour blood diamond, and then you come down. I think there's a few other coins that had the 4-hour blood diamond. ADA had it. GMT had it. Yeah, so a lot of them did have it. Matic didn't have it. Quant had it. Ape did not have it. Luna did not have it. Dot did not have it. Link did not have it. Atom did have it. 2 right there. Similar, little bit of a different price action, different market structure here, but you did get double blood diamonds at resistance. Came right down. So shout out to Gobbler King, and says he loves Asian women. You can't hate on that. I think I can say that on YouTube. I mean, everyone's got a preference, right? Shout out to the Gobbler King. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for that super chat. Most interesting super chat yet. But just so you know, just so anybody knows, I do read all the super chats, but if you chat something that I can't say on YouTube, just know that I'm not going to read it. But that was probably, I could see this probably going over the edge pretty quickly. So just to throw that warning out there. Anyway, I think I might have missed something in chat. But let's see. Okay, yeah, Rose. I see Rose. Okay, boom. We could take a look at Rose. Bada boom. Actually, I think we just clicked on it. Where is it? Where'd she go? There she is. Okay, boom. So there you go. Same deal here. Yeah, same exact deal as Gala. Right here, you had that broadening channel here with the blood diamond confirmation, and you come down. Guys, I've never been more upset. Yeah, I had to tend to things in my personal life, and I was like, whatever, maybe they won't play out. And of course, I wake up, and all of these played out. We could have put them in the Discord, but okay. Anyway, chat going nuts over here. Troll toll. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So, yeah, I guess on Rose right now, we do have money flow coming out on the 4-hour as well as that blood diamond that confirmed a while ago. But here you go. You are in this pattern here. Typically, a lot of times you will see a revisit of the bottom level of this channel. So, to the downside, I would be looking for a potential bounce at the bottom of this channel at about 0.054 cents before getting a nice little bounce. Let's go ahead and turn on that VPVR. Bada boom, where'd you go? VPVR, bang. Boom. There it is. Okay, yeah. So if we do not get a big bounce off of that level, you do want to understand. Actually, let's get different levels here. I don't really like these. Boom. Okay, there we go. That makes much more sense. Here we go, guys. So here you go. Here is a little bit of confluence, right? So maybe You could be right now. We have broken through that value area high. We've bearishly retested, which in this case we are expecting to come down to that value area low. We are consolidating here in this broadening channel here. Would expect to potentially come down and test this bottom of this channel. However, you do have a little bit of confluence here. You do have the point of control pretty close to that level. So if you lose this level, you could come down and touch that POC, and that is the level coming in at about 0.5, about 5 cents even almost. This is the level we are expecting to touch because we have broken through that value area high and bearishly retested. So as soon as this happens, we get that bearish retest, we are expecting price action's messy, right? But we are expecting to eventually come down and test this point of control, again, coming in at about 5 cents even. If we lose that point of control, you do have the value area low right underneath it at about 45 cents, about 4.5 cents. So those are some targets to the downside. I think because we are below the value area high, kind of consolidating here, I do think is with the blood diamond, we are likely to come visit that POC. So there are some levels. If we do get a pump up, you will have immediate resistance at the value area high at about 7 cents. So there you go. There are some levels. And another thing you want to realize here is if we lose the level that we're basically currently at, could be a quick move down to pretty close to the bottom of this channel, just because you do have a little gap in volume right here. So you want to remember that means that you could get that quick move to the downside. Still got 650 people in here, guys. Smash that like button. Going for 750 likes on today's stream so we can add a Ledger Nano S to the giveaway and maybe a t-shirt or a Frankie Candles hat. If you guys wanted to go check out the Frankie Candles t-shirts, we do have them on Hit Merch. The website Hit Merch or the Frankie Candles website. We have them on there as well. I would go to Hit Merch. I think they're a little easier to find. We got the just the plain logo tees. We have them in black and white. We're just starting off with the merch. Hats are in the works. Currently, right now, they are being made. These exact hats will be in the merch store very soon. You got the leather patch with the Frankie Candles logo and a nice little mesh snapback hat. Absolutely love this hat. So let's see. What do we got? Shout out to Flat Smack. You got to pay the troll. You got to pay the troll toll to get the boy's soul. Oh, boy. Let's see. Let's take a look at Adam. Adam, as we just looked at, also, we just found out that also has a 4-hour blood diamond in a very, oh, wait, no, it does not. Adam doesn't. Oh, this is the 3X short. That's not what we want. Let's look at this Adam. Bada boom. Yeah, there we go. 4-hour double blood diamonds in different structures here. But again, guys, just so you can know, right? Just so you can know, if I had this chart and nothing else to look at, and I had to put a short in, or I had to put a trade in, right? We are at resistance. You have a peak in volume here. You have a horizontal level of resistance. You have a double blood diamond, right? And if I were to enter a short here, where would I be targeting, right? Because you don't just want to short endlessly. You want to have a target in mind. Where is that target? That target is going to be where I would guess to take profits, or where I would expect to take profits would be right about here. This little peak in volume, not too crazy, nothing too crazy, but a little pop in volume right here. I would expect to come down to that level just because of that little pop in volume. And look at that, guys. We wicked right down to that level. So you would have hit your take profit level. And you would have known that it was going to be a pretty quick move because there's a big gap between where price was and where that peak in volume is. So I see these things and I like to point them out to you and like to, get them, reiterate them every time I see them so you guys can get them engraved in your memory. But double blood diamonds on the 4-hour, generally bearish. Money flow crossover into the red happening right now, but you are getting into that oversold territory. So, excuse me. Keep a lookout for a potential short-term bounce here. Moving on to the 2-hour, VWAP coming up towards that zero line. Again, money flow crossover into the red on the 2-hour, generally bearish, but that VWAP coming up could give you a short-term bounce. 1 hour, yeah, again, same thing. That 1 hour looking to roll over on you and print that red dot. So if we do get a short-term bounce, I would not expect too much juice out of it because even if you get that that 1 hour red dot is probably going to print here somewhat soon. So potentially we could just get a small pump up before it rolls back over to the downside. Let me go ahead and hide this VPVR so we don't get confused. Let's see. Moving down, looking at the lower time frames, money flow in the red on the 15-minute. I'm actually going to go ahead and redo the TA, or at least redo the levels here. And let's go back to the 4 hours so we can potentially kind of feel what's going on here. As you guys can see, Adam was in this crazy uptrend, right? Like this super clean, just marching its way up, right? Clear highs, clear lows, just marching its way up. And then, yeah, so let's just mark that out. Bang, bang. I'm actually going to pull this to about there. Boom. So just based off of this, guys, you could see we get resistance at the top. We come back to the bottom. Resistance at the top, come back to the bottom. This is roughly drawn. I'm doing this live, guys. Bear with me. I don't want to waste time. I mean, not waste time, but just take forever to find this exact level. But you come to the top. Likely we come to the bottom. But that's not really how I trade, guys. I would rather get some more solid levels here. And to do that, at least right now, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Lux Algo support and resistance with pattern detection, except I'm going to turn the pattern detection off just to clean things up just a bit. But looking at the 4 hour time frame, guys, this is the new Lux Algo support and resistance indicators. Which has been completely revamped, guys. We now have order blocks. You could see these white rectangles, and they are dynamic, right? So they fade off as they become less significant levels. But you can see that when you come down to these order blocks, typically, you get some serious support on these. We're going to be going deeper and deeper into the order blocks and smart money concepts on this channel because it's a really good, clean way to trade and find levels and kind of expect to kind of understand where price is going to go. But as you can see here, we don't have any, crazy order blocks coming in on the 4 hours. Look at the daily as well. That one order block down here coming over to the 2 hour. You could see here. We do have a level. Let's pull up that VPVR as well. Jordan Alfaro, Frankie, I got a short on Friday and today, made 10x. Thank you for the advice on volume gaps. Jordan Alfaro, let's go. We're throwing money for you, bro. Taking what you learn on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel and putting it to good use, not just trading based off of what somebody says, but taking the information and actually learning from it. Let's go. Throwing the money for you, baby. Bada boom. Jordan all the money. All the money just flew that way. None of it flew on camera. Pretty pissed about that, but shout out to Jordan Alfaro. That didn't even look cool. I'm throwing more money. I don't care. We're throwing it. There we go. That was for the camera. Shout out to Jordan Alfaro. That is why I do what I do, to get chats like that, to throw that money for you guys. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Show some love to Jordan in chat. Let's see. How are the winners selected? Rob, the crypto snob, can you please just throw that in chat? Let people know how to win the giveaways. Tomorrow, we will be uploading a pre-recorded video in short. The video that we upload tomorrow is going to be a Lux Algo update video, I believe. But the pre-recorded video we release tomorrow, you got to watch it, you got to like it, and you got to be a subscriber and leave a comment if I didn't say that. But you leave a like and a comment and be a subscriber of the channel, and then definitely watch the video because it's going to be valuable information. But that's how we pick the winners. We pick them from we use a software to pick the people who liked and commented. But yeah, let's go. Showing some love for Jordan. Let's go, baby. But taking a look here, guys. We're going to dig deeper into these order blocks on Lux Algo as well. But let's just continue here on with the TA. Pull up market cipher B. Bada boom. Money flow crossover into the red on the 4 hour got me generally bearish, especially with those two blood diamonds printing. Looking at the 2 hour, you did have a blood diamond as well. You are testing this value area high, which is just on the VPVR, so that will move, as you can see. But let's see. Looking at the lower time frames, deep in the red on the 12-minute. Your 15-minute is deep in the red as well. And then you did get this bullish divergence here on the 15-minute. You got a small little bounce here a short little bounce before rolling back over, which is kind of what I'm expecting on a lot of that stuff. Dang, you guys are showing the love to Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. And also, guys, shout out to volume gaps. And speaking of volume gaps, you could see right here, we have a high volume node and then a big gap in volume. And when we take a box here, this is what he's talking about, guys. If you take a rectangle from here through this entire volume gap and you drag it all the way to the right, it does give you this quick move to the downside, jumps through, and then gives you a little bounce. But that volume gap is why price was able to free fall through here. And this is exactly what Jordan used to get those gains. He learned about the volume gaps from us, and he was able to capitalize on them. I don't know if it was on this coin, probably not. But that's basically what he's talking about with the volume gap. So if you're interested, is volume gaps available in TradingView? TD, depending on if you have a paid version of TradingView, what you're going to need is the volume profile tools. And then the volume profile tools will be able to show you where all the volume is, and it will also show you where these big gaps are. And that's how you find them. I do have videos on volume gaps on the channel. Go check them out. If we can link them in the description or in the chat mods, that would be awesome as well. But yeah, we talk about I have to set my alarm to wake up and watch live. Red John, welcome to the stream. You might have been here for a while, but yeah, waking up to watch Frankie Candles. Let's go. Can't hate on that. But on Adam, guys, let me just get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, levels I would watch for a continued move to the downside is this is just weird to get levels on because it's been in such a long, awkward uptrend. But I will try to find something for you. Here, you know what we'll do? I'm going to do this. Let's just go ahead and grab these from the, let's see, right here. So I'm going to pull this level right here. Boom. I'm going to use the Lux Algo levels right here. Come on. Boom. Little support and little support range right here. Come on. Come on. There we go. So potential pullback to this purple box, which we are pretty close to. Feels weird that we're not talking about a volume profile right now, but that level is coming in at about 1348. Could potentially come down and test that level. If you come to the upside, I'm going to turn that VPVR on for this. If we do come down and get that bounce, I would be looking, you do have a decent, yeah, you can see big gap here, right? So you lost this level, big gap down to this next little spike we had here. So you can see here, look to the right, you were ranging, right? And then you were hanging out at this level. You know, if you lose this level, you're falling into the gap and you're likely going to land on one of these little spikes in volume, which is exactly what happened. And if we get a bounce off this level, you could see the same thing happen where you get a quick move to the upside. But with the daily red dot printing, as with a lot of these coins, I would expect, a continued move to the downside and more of a shorter term bounce and more of a bounce in the short term, right? So again, that level here at about 1348 could find some support there. If you lose that level, you do have an order block right down here, which could give you some real good support. Now, it's not tapered off here, so I'm gonna have to talk to Sean and get some get all the alpha on these. I just got this update as well, so I'm still playing around with it. But you do have some levels in this area as well. You have another level right here. So here's some levels if you guys want to screenshot. Again, about 1348. And then next one under that is going to be about 1303 or, almost $13 even. And then that order block coming in at about 1275. So there's some levels to watch on Adam. And again, daily red dot, you want to be careful. Generally could be bearish. No, Scott, you scared me right now. He said, are we looking at ETH right now? And I was like, no way am I just looking at ETH right now. I thought I was looking at the wrong thing. No, we were looking at Cosmos right now, or Adam. I would have a heart attack today. I would have a heart attack today at 22,600 if I got on a short on Friday. Yeah, shout out to Steph. I wake up with a green candle, but it has nothing to do with Frankie. Thank God. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Corey. I'm going to have to start screening these chats. Let's see. Are you available in TradingView? Yes. Well, no. But Frankie Candle's humanoid robot is coming very soon. So you guys can order those, and those robots will do all the trading and TA for you, but they're 32 grand. Is that what I said? I don't remember. But 555 people still in here. Shout out to everybody who stuck around this far into the stream. 533 likes, guys. Going for 750. If we hit 750 likes, we will be spinning that wheel 25 times. I'll give it to you. 25 spins on the wheel at 750 likes. I don't know if we'll get there, but I think we can. Let's do it. I know the Mafia will get us there. But with that being said, guys, the likes are the number one thing that you can do that costs you absolutely nothing to help promote this YouTube channel into the YouTube algorithm and push it out to more people so we can build the Candle Mafia into an unstoppable force of absolute savage traders. And when we get to 100K, we're getting our name on the building here at BitBoy Crypto in Atlanta, Georgia. So super, super cool as well. And it is the number one thing that you guys can do for free to promote this information to other people and grow not only this YouTube channel and the Candle Mafia, but also grow crypto, right? This is something that could bring more people into crypto. But let's see. How do we win? Tomorrow, we will upload a pre-recorded video. You got to leave a like, leave a comment, and be a subscriber to enter into the giveaway. And then we will pull from those people on Friday. Let's see. I'm sorry for that. I really didn't expect you to read it out loud. I was just trying to make a funny. Corey, you did make a funny. You made me laugh. Shout out to Corey. I appreciate it. No, you're good, bro. You're good. If it was really that bad, I would have stopped. We push the boundaries here, but we are family friendly. But you said candle, right? So we're just talking about candles here. Let's see. If you don't like, remember, Mafia is in our name. That's right. Hashtag. Shout out to Hodl Gang. I don't know why I said hashtag Hodl Gang. Don't worry, Frankie. I'm here now, and my son won his tennis match. Everybody smile. Everybody smile, son. Won their tennis match. Shout out to you, Everybody Smile's son. I don't know your name, but shout out to you. Good job at that tennis match. I told you, and your dad told you that practice was going to pay off, and look at you now. You're a winner. Shout out to James Bradley. What is going on? Congrats to your son. Let's go. The Mafia loves your son. Let's go. But there you go, guys. There are some levels to watch on Atom and just my general thoughts on it. But a lot of these altcoins are looking the same, guys. But with all that being said, guys, we will take a look at some more altcoins tomorrow. However, we do have to wrap it up. I do have to do this BitBoy Crypto video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. Don't forget, Debate Crypto will be live right after us. So go check them out. We do the charts. We do the trading. They do the fundamentals. They do the news. So go check them out. They're the yin to our yang. Show them the Candle Mafia love and tell them Frankie Candles misses them. And I love them. Just let them know. But let's go ahead and spin this dang wheel, guys. And let's see. We are really inappropriate in the Meta Militia. Shout out to Corey. Yeah, I heard the Meta Militia is I heard the Meta Militia is absolutely savage. Yeah. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and spin the dang wheel. And anybody tuning in right now that feels like you might have missed any analysis, if you scrub to the beginning of the video, Bitcoin is the first thing we do our TA on. So if you scrub to the beginning, go to the beginning of the video, scrub till you see the chart pop up. That will be Bitcoin, and you can start right there, get the altcoin, get the Bitcoin analysis. Then we go right into the SPY, the DXY, stuff like that, and then we leak into the alts slowly. So if you want to go back and watch that, you guys can. Got a sweet short on BTC and Cosmos with profit on 80+%. Let's go, Miguel. Shout out to you, brother. Congrats. All right, guys, let's go ahead and spin that wheel. 550 likes. I don't know what we did. But for the past month, we can't get the likes high. We used to be able to get them so much higher, so much easier. I don't know what happened. I don't know if everybody's pointer finger hurts from clicking it. But yeah, we had a steep fall off on the likes. I think it might be because I don't push them as much, but I feel annoying pushing them. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. I've been bing bonged. Let's go, Cryptid Bees. Shout out to you. All right, what do we got? How many spins? All right, so those 2 spins. I feel like that was more than 2 spins, but we got 5 spins so far. Here we go. Spin number 3. These wounds won't heal. This wheel of pain and pleasure is just too real. Wick. You are one heck of a poet. I can't lie, man. I can't lie. Yeah, blank. Basically, guys, we just give you 3 chances for a giveaway, and then we give you 4 small chances for blanks. I really just want to push the giveaways. Not gonna lie. Evanescence, let's go. Just made it to hit the like button, but I will replay the rest. Let's go. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Darn, another blank. There we go. 2 giveaways. Let's give it to him, baby. 563 likes, 750 likes. We could have had 25 spins on the wheel. But maybe we could do it on tomorrow's stream. Next time we hit 750 likes, I will give 20 spins on the wheel. Somebody clip it. There we go. 5 spins. That's it, guys. 500 likes, 500 spins. 500 likes, 5 spins. I'm kidding. I'm going to give you the extra one, guys. Let's see. Thank you, Snipes. Shout out to Awake Hip Hop. Let's go. No sound. You guys can't hear me. Oh, no. Boom. Give him another giveaway. Here we go. Let's see. What do we got? 1, 2, 3 giveaways. Let's go. 3 out of 6. That's a 50% hit rate. Not the best, but not too bad. Hey, Frank, have a blessed night. Bud Lightyear. Thank you, brother. You as well. But got it clipped in the brain. Let's go. Scott. Oh, God. What did Nate say? Nate said something funny. Haha. At Wick. There's just too much that leverage cannot erase. Oh, God. Shout out to you guys. We love giveaways. Wild Phoenix, shout out to you. I love giving the giveaways. I see the celebratory celebratory emojis in chat. What happened? I thought I went full screen here. Did we just transition to the same shot? Oh no. Put hot sauce back on. Ooh, Wick wants the hot sauce, guys. Yeah, as you guys know, we are revamping the wheel. It is taking time, but we still got the giveaways on there, but the wheel is going to be insane. Bear with us. We got a lot going on the channel. We are doing tons of stuff. We're getting the hats ready. We've revamped the entire live stream visuals. We're going to be making tons of changes, guys. We just remember, we are just getting started on the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. We are still less than a year old here. We are just a few months old, kicking it off strong with the best community on YouTube. Hi, watching from South Africa. Shout out to Nino from South Africa. Mohit Kumar says, I like your cap. Hey, these will be available in the Frankie Candles merch store on hitmerch.com and frankiecandles.com. Not just yet. They are in the works today. I actually had spoken to somebody about it who's in charge. We're getting the leather patches made. We're getting them all assembled, and then we will be selling them in the merch store, guys. They're going to be super, super cool. So if you like these hats, stay tuned for that, guys. And with all that being said, guys, shout out to Tony D in the studio. Give him a round of applause for running the board in real life. But with all that being said, guys, that's all the time I have for it tonight. You guys know the levels. You guys know what levels we're watching, what levels to expect to bounce from, my general sentiment, and what I am expecting, within the next day for Bitcoin, as well as my longer-term view. Remember, bullish signals on those higher time frames, but we can continue to get a short-term dump on the lower time frames. The lower time frames are just noise. And with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Same place, same time. 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB, building that new studio with Tony D. That's why he's here in Atlanta, all the way from New York, about to build that studio, that new studio, guys. Well, yeah, I guess technically. Well, he came from New York. He brought the New York bagels, but he lives in California. But he came from New York technically, because that's where he's originally from. But anyway, guys, we're building a new studio, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be absolutely epic. I can't wait to show you guys. We're going to vlog it. It's going to be a good time. But with all that being said, that's all the time I got. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. I'll see you guys. Maybe in the Discord tonight, but I might have to hang out with Tony D. But maybe he'll pop in the Discord too. But that's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
Shout out to Taylor. I did get off the stream on time, but now I got to go. Otherwise, I'm going to be late officially. That's all I got. Bing bong.